Hi, and welcome to History's a Blast. We're in Norfolk, Virginia at the Nauticus Science Museum, which is also the birthing place of the museum ship Iowa-class battleship USS Wisconsin, one of the 4 most powerful battleships ever built, BB-64. And we are going to go aboard the Wisconsin, and then we're going to take a cruise around the Navy base. So come along for the fun. Well, we just viewed the introductory video of the Wisconsin. Looks like there's going to be a retirement ceremony on board. There's the Wisconsin in 1991 leading the initial missile attack on the Iraqi forces. And we come out onto the gangway that leads up to the Wisconsin. There's those 16-inch guns. See the battle honors up on the side of the bridge. Looking all back down over the stern out into the roads. The Elizabeth River, actually. The orientation film said if you took this thing out of the water and put it in a dry dock, it would be the equivalent of a 16 or 17-story building. That's a big ship. Turret number 1. You have to get up next to these things to get an idea for the immensity of the size of these things. And look at the upsweep of the deck. Walking down the port side. Oh, there's the number of, I think that's the number of salvos or strike marks. It says. Oh, these are strike marks. Wow. Shelled Iraqi artillery positions, carrying on an old tradition. They painted the strikes by marks on the turrets. There's the 5-inch dual-purpose anti-aircraft battery, twin mounts. There's another mission strike marking. There's the rangefinder blister all plugged up, probably obsolete by the time of Desert Storm. And as this ship was modernized in the Reagan-era recommissioning process to put cruise missile launchers on it, it's got the original 16-inch guns from the 1940s, and tucked amidships in amongst the dual-purpose 5-inch batteries, there's an MLRS launcher. Actually, that's a cruise missile launcher. Sorry about that, got that wrong. I'm thinking Army, not Navy. There's lots of things to bump your shin on here, I'll tell you. There's that cruise missile launcher up close and personal. This is the spot where the Wisconsin took a hit for the first and only time in its whole battle career. March 15th, 1952, in North Korean waters. Slight damage, didn't affect the ship's mission at all. So to make room for the missile storage and launching system, they removed 2 of the 5-inch gun batteries, and there's the steel plate that goes over the turret where the turret used to sit, and above us is the missile launching stuff. Into daylight again, onto the fantail. And they're getting ready for a retirement ceremony down there. It'd be great to have your retirement ceremony on a battleship. Here's a shout out to all my Marine Corps friends, active, retired, and otherwise. Semper Fi. Well, they have a porthole open or uncurtained so you can look into the Admiral's stateroom. The old Blue Angels plane mounted up there on a pedestal like on somebody's desk. I'm going to go through a passageway here. See what there is to see. This is interesting. There's bicycle racks here for sailors to store their bicycles. That's amazing. Watch your step. Watch your head. Okay. To say this is the television studio. I'll be darned. If you ever saw the movie Final Countdown, where Kirk Douglas, the Admiral commanding that aircraft carrier, gets on the closed-circuit TV. Here's the studio. Isn't that amazing?
Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Farewell to college joys, we sail at break of day. Through our last island shore, drink to the foam, until we meet once more. Here's wishing you a happy voyage home.
Now when you visit Nauticus, parking is actually in a commercial parking lot about a block from the entrance to the museum complex. It's about $2 an hour. We expect to pay about $8 for our 5 to 6 hour sojourn here. We're just doing the battleship and we're taking the river cruise. We're not really going to spend a lot of time in the museum, but it's worth it. $8 to park and $45 per person for the combo ticket, the Victory Rover cruise, and the open access to the USS Wisconsin. Talking quietly because I'm in the museum and there are people walking around. I don't want to disturb them. But the Naval Museum is really worth going through. Displays from the beginning of the U.S. Navy's history right up to the present. There's a lot of really interesting stuff on Vietnam and the Gulf War, and it's really worth going through. We didn't do any video on it for time's sake, and there's some things you just need to see for yourself. Come see it on your own, take your time, it's really worth a visit. So now we're getting ready to go on the cruise. See you later.
Is a Whidbey Island class LSD or landing ship dock. It's an amphibious assault ship. She's 609 feet long, 84 feet wide, has a crew of 320 and the ability of carrying 402 Marines. It's midway down the pier, and the sub is black in color. That is a Los Angeles class fast attack sub. Function of a fast attack sub is to seek out and destroy the enemy sub and also strike land-based threats from hundreds of miles away. That's it for this time. I hope you enjoyed this video and will take time to view some of our other ones.